This is why I started the cutting room floor, actually, this moment right here, because I would read magazine interviews of someone like you saying like, yeah, I came from this small town in Longview, Texas. Now I'm like best friends with Lady Gaga.
No, there was things before that.
Okay.
I will never forget, I was getting on the train and a stylist called Deborah Afshani called me, and I really credit her with everything I have. She had worked for Alex White as an assistant for many years. Alex White is now the fashion director of Elle magazine. This is when Stefano was the editor of W, and W was putting out one hot cover after the other. Whoever her agent was at the time had a resume.
Oh, you sent your resume to the agent?
I physically would put them in envelopes and be like, please hire me. I got lucky and she called and I was like, okay, if I have to clean the toilet, this is my in. I just loved her. She was so hardworking.
Did you know who she was?
No. I worked for her for a bit. She was direct and always kind to other people. And it was my first example of how to work in this industry. So after a while, she was like, why don't you go work with Alex on a job? It was Merton Marcus, Demi Moore, W Magazine. I stressed about that job for weeks, what I was going to wear. I remember I wore like a pair of Phillip Lim pants that did not fit me that I borrowed. And I didn't know that I would get there and be like unloading 40 trunks because I just hadn't done all this before. Anyways, I was not the right person for that job. I came back to New York and it was either Deborah or art partner or somebody was like, oh, Edward Enninful needs like a third assistant. And so I went on a job with Edward Enninful. That was life-changing for me. Either Russian Vogue or Dior was my first job with him. Walked in, it's Stephen Meisel. Pat was doing the makeup, Guido was doing the hair, and Naomi was the model.
Okay, so the Mr. like, I don't know anything about fashion. When you came on set, you understood the magnitude of the room you were in.
Absolutely.
In terms of the fashion industry. Okay.
I understood that when Naomi Campbell walked in smelling like the most expensive perfume I'd ever smelled in my whole life.
That year with the big dogs.
That I was like in a totally different stratosphere.